Namaste everyone and welcome to our Patanjali YogSutra study. I'm sorry for the interruption because of bad laryngitis. I still have some lingering trouble, but I'm okay. So today we are going to go over the all the sutras, important ones, just to summarize the whole scripture. The scripture is very extensive, very demanding, and has 195 sutras in that. Out of that, whatever are important for our understanding, they all are important, but certain sutras are very important for our understanding, and that we have gone word by word all the sutras. So I'll just quickly go over and revise the whole thing, and then if you have some question, put it down on the side, and then you can ask at the end. Okay. So there's, the scripture always starts with atha. Atha means now. Atha yoganusasanam means now I voluntarily am trying to understand and pursue this yoga sastra. Atha means now, after going through the experiences of life, now I want to know the meaning of it, so I'm going to understand yoga. So atha yoga anusasanam. Anusasanam means description, means exposition, to clearly understand then. So atha yoga anusasanam. Then Maharishi immediately gives a definition of what is yoga. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. He says that yoga is nothing else but removing the disturbances or ripples from happening in our mind. Our mind in a normal state is very placid and peaceful. Unless we disturb from within or from without, and not to let that disturbance ripples arise, that is yoga. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta, mind. Vritti means disturbance, thoughts. Chitta vritti nirodha means keeping those disturbances away. So what will be the advantage? Tada drastanu avasthatum. If you can do that, if you can keep the disturbances of happening in our mind, then you will see your soul. Drasta, tada means when you do this, yada, then tada. Then you will see, means you will realize Atman. Tada drasta. Atman is drasta. Real drasta is Atman. Tada drasta. No, you will see, you will be able to perceive the drasta. So means you will be established, you will be abide in your real I, big I, that is a Atman. Small I, that is our ego. And to work on the ego is the whole exercise. Yoga or whatever else we do, that is to thin out or delete our ego. So tada drasta, no, avasthanam means drastu swarupe, means just in our original way. If we don't do it and we continue our life, worldly life, what will happen? Vritti swarupya itaratra. Then, my friend, you are left on your own. Vritti swarupi, whatever is your vritti or thought, predominant thought, that's what you will become. Vritti swarupya means you will take that form. Vritti swarupya itaratra means unless you pursue and make positive effort to prevent the disturbances and quiet the mind, then you are left on your own. Whatever is your vritti, that's what you will become. If my vrittis are being very greedy, I'll be a greedy man. If I'm a lusty man, then lusty man. Whatever is the thought. If my thoughts are pertaining to the business, I'll be a businessman. Means whatever are the vrittis, that what you will become. Vritti swarupya itaratra. So then Mercy ji says vrittis, there are five kinds of vritti. Vrittaya, panchataya, klista, klista. There are five kinds of vrittis or thought disturbances. They are klista and aklista, painful and not painful. He doesn't say pleasant or happy. There are no happiness or vrittis which will continuously make you happy. So he says, Vruttaya, Panchataya, Klista, Aklista. Klista means painful, Aklista means not painful. So these are the five different types of vrittis, and broadly they can be classified into selfish vrittis and selfless vrittis. So the small I or ego makes a selfish vrittis. So there is selfish vrittis which will induce pain and disturbances in your life, and selfless vrittis which will bring the peace and serenity to you. So those are the broadly classified vrittis. How do you control? We all know that it is very difficult to prevent the thoughts from coming and disturbing us and dragging into the world. So Mercy ji says, Abhyas Vairagya Bhyam Tannirodha. By these two things, your mind can be controlled. Abhyas means practice, Vairagya means dispassion. Abhyas Vairagyabhyam Tan Nirodha. By these two, they can be controlled. Same thing Lord Krishna tells to Arjuna when explaining the mind. Arjuna says, Lord, mind is very naughty. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramathi balvat drada tasya nigra ahammane vayoruva suduskram. Oh Lord, you are telling me to control my mind, but it is like catching wind. I cannot do that. It is very naughty. So God immediately says, yes, yes, Arjuna, you are right. Asansayam means without doubt, Arjuna, you are right. Asansayam mahabaho manodu nigraham chalam. Mind is very difficult to control. Du nigraham chalam, agile chalam. Abhyasen tu konte. He says the same thing. By practice, abhyasen tu konte, vairagena cha gruvete. But if you do these two, you can control. See, Lord Krishna and Mercy Patanjali, same thing. This is the verse number 12. So then Mercy ji makes us understand what kind of abhyas. So he says abhyas means what kind of practice. Sa tu dirgha kale. This practice should be sa tu dirgha kale means for a long time. He doesn't specify. Means lifelong, as long as it is necessary. Sa tu dirgha kale nirantara means constantly. Constantly, Durga Kale, Nirantara, Satkar Sevitam, and done with love. So with satkar, you are inviting yoga in your life. It's not that oh, आज मेरे को yoga करना पड़ेगा. Not with a grudging mind, but with pleasantly. Satkar sevitam dradbhumi. When this practice is done for a long time, without interruption and with love for the cause means love for yoga, then it will establish you into that practice. You won't have to even try, and you will rather be doing that. So that is so that he defines what is abhyas. So tu dirgha kale nirantara satkar sevitam drad bhumi, then it will be your second nature. Now he says that when you control these disturbances, what happens? Then that status is called samadhi. It means very pleasant status of mind. And Mercy now describes that there's two types of samadhi. So he says in one samadhi where you need the staircase, means the support. So sapragnat samadhi and asampragnat samadhi. Samprajnat Samadhi means you need something to focus. You need a God's statue to focus, something, some idea, idol to focus onto it. So some thought to focus onto. Those are called Sampragnat Samadhi. This is a so Savitarka, Savichara, Sa Ananda, Sa Asmita. These four types of support you take and you proceed in the samadhi. But the goal is to remove the disturbances from happening. And what will determine whether you are successful or not? So Mercyji says that your success will depend upon your effort. That if you make mrudu madhyam adimatratva tato vivishesha, means these three things will separate out all of us. That whether you are making a mild effort, mrudu, madhyam means moderate effort, or adimatratva means intense effort, that will be the deciding factor how fast and how easily you attain to the goal. It's like whoever works day and night and very punctual gets the first rank, second rank, third rank. Other people, they get there whatever the effort is there. So mrudu, madhyam, adimatratva, tato abhivishesha. But there is no favoritism or nothing, no background is necessary. How much is your effort? That's what will determine. Now he says that you follow this process, but there is another way of getting into samadhi. And so he's a scientist, so he gives you all options. So this is a one path to samadhi. Then he says, Ishwar pranidhanatva. If you want to take a easy path, just surrender to God totally. Ishvara pranidhanat va means or you surrender to God totally. That is bhakti yoga. You can be illiterate, Buddhu, but if you are totally devoted to God, you got it. You don't have to understand all kinds of functioning of the brain and other things because now you give your steering wheel to God. So that is steering wheel, giving steering wheel to God is called bhakti or bhakti yoga. So, or saranagati, total saranagati. So he says, Ishwar pranidhanatva, that is the 23rd verse. Then how do I worship God and what should I how should I start that path? So when we say, okay, you go and see this doctor, he's a very knowledgeable doctor and he will help you, or go to this lawyer, and then second question will come, what is his name? So here the answer Patanjali gives himself. Tasya vachaka pranava. His name is Om. His name is Om. So he introduces that. Okay, that is the best doctor for you. So Tasya vachaka pranava. So God's name is Om. How do you know? Because the scripture says, Mercy Patanjali says, and Lord Krishna himself says, Om Tat Sat Iti, Bhagavad Gita, Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho, Brahmanasтрivida Smruta, Brahmanastin Vedascha, Yagnascha Vihita Pura, 18th chapter, as a 17th, I think. So Om, his name is Om Tat Sat. It's like Atul Chokshi, three names, no? So Om, his Om, his Tat, that, Sat, he is eternal. Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho, means that is his appellation. On his signboard is written Om Tat Sat. So that's why I know those who are very religious, Om Tat Sat, they will say Om Tat Sat, Hari Om. That is the reason. Om Tat Sat iti nirdesho means he is called by that name. Om Tat Sat iti nirdesho Brahmana Trividha Smrita Brahmana Astina Vedasya. So all these Brahmanas, Vedas, all these Vihita Pura, they all started with Om. So that is his name. Don't ask again. His name is Om. That's it. All mantras in Sanatana Dharma starts with Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Narayana. Om everywhere. Om. So that is because that is the God's name. So Tasya Vachaka Pranava. Then 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 how do you worship this? So Mercy ji says, Tad Japa. Next sutra says, Tad Japa, Tad Artha, Tad Bhavna. You have to do it with all three. Tad Japa, chant this. With what? Tad Japa, Tad Artha, with meaning. Tad Artha, Tad Bhavna, with the feeling. With the meaning and feeling, you chant. Not like a tape recorder, the Ram 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 Ram, Radha Radha Radha. No, not like that. With the meaning. It says that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Oh Lord, I bow down to you. Oh Lord Vasudevaya. I bow. Each time you say that, that picture should come in front of you. That meaning should come and that feeling should come. So tad japa, tad artha, tad bhavana. That kind of chanting you do. And this is the best way to attend to God. That's why Lord says, Yagnanam japa yagnosmi. Of all yagnas, I am a japa yagna. You keep chanting. But not like this, you are talking and say, okay, is the refrigerator working or not? And you are doing the mala. Not that kind of or not going fast, like that, without focusing on the meaning. Sometimes we all do it, that I can finish Hanuman Chalisa in 2.5 minutes. No, 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 no. That is okay. You can do it. You do it. People do it. But the best way to is to do it with meaning and do it in 5 minutes. There is no rush in the world, but you will get the meaning of each word, each. So, रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा. There is no need to Ramdut Atulit because nobody is counting, nobody is keeping record of it. So you do it with the meaning, with feeling, and at your own space, your mind is totally absorbed. Then it's a there are various kind of mantras, no? So you can then then he makes us aware that this your study, your process will can get disturbed by what? So there is a Sutra 30 which says Vyadhis Dhyan. Means there are disturbances which will come in life which will derail you. So, Vyadhis, Dhyana, Sansaya, Pramada, Alasya. There are 10 disturbances can come. Avirati, Bhranti Darshana, Avirati, Bhranti Darshana, Alabdha Bhumikatva, Anavastitvat. Means any of these 10 things can derail you. Say, little laryngitis derailed me for 2 weeks, no? Just a little illness. Imagine if you have major illness or you got rheumatoid arthritis or some leukemia, your whole process will be disturbed. That is called vyadhi, means disease. Disease will bring dullness. Vyadhi styan means dullness. With this styan, sansaya, then you will have a doubt about lot of things that, oh, is this working or not working? I'm not. When you are sick and you are slowed down or and confused, then you will go for a easy path. I don't want to do yoga. Let's turn that Netflix on and let me watch a movie. You will go for easy path. You won't go for a yogic path. So these are the disturbances which derails you. So be aware about that, and then your perception will change. And avirati, bhranti darshana, alabdha bhumika means you cannot attain to any significant status in yoga. And even if you attain, you cannot maintain that status. That's what it says. So that's why health is extremely important. And only the being healthy is of no significance, unless you do something worthwhile, no? So you are very healthy, but what good is that? A lot of inmates in the jail, they are very healthy, very robust, but it is useless, no? So use your health for advancement in the spiritual path and for doing the worthwhile things. So those are the obstacles, antraya. Then he also tells us that you will come across, these are the diseases which can affect you. Similarly, you will come across the people who will disturb you. There are different kinds of people with whom you will have to interact, and you might get derailed. So he says that broadly, people are of four types, and he says how to handle those situations. So, so that is the next was Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upekshana. Means these are the four ways you interact with people. With which people? With Sukhi, Dukhi. Somebody will be very happy and 10 times better than you and 10 times richer with beautiful cars and everything. So Sukhi. Somebody will be very Dukhi. He will come to you crying all the time. No, this is because he is in misery. Sukhi, Dukhi. Then pious people, where is nice people you will encounter, and vicious people you will encounter. These four kind of people you will encounter. And he says this is how you interact with them. With the very sukhi people, you become maitri, means you are rejoicing his riches. My next door neighbor is a multimillionaire, but I'm happy for that. He got another agency, I'm happy for him. So maitri, if somebody is very sad and child is sick and miserable, so you want to be have compassion for them. Maitri, karuna, mudita, and upeksha. And somebody is very nasty, so you just want to ignore it. Somebody is very pious, that then you want to rejoice that, then have a company with him. So four kinds of people, four kinds of attitude that you should have towards that. So that is very important, because that will keep you on the path. You don't want to get derailed. So this is the theoretical part that completes the chapter one, that is a samadhi path. Now the sadhana path means how we will put it in practice. That was a theoretical part. He cautioned us, these are the things that you should be aware, and now you practice. So sadhana path. Sadhana means practice. Every field of knowledge has two sections, theory and practice. Medicine, first 2 years theory, and then you go and do the practice. Theory and practice. Architect, theory, and then you go to the building site. Every field. So theory and practice. So he taught theory. Now he says, so how you will put it in practice. So the first sutra in the sadhana path starts with tapo swadhyay iswar pranidhanat kriya yoga. These three, now he narrowed down. These three, tapa, swadhyay, iswar pranidhan, this triangle is your framework. So tapa means austerity, means you have to make effort. Tapa, swadhyay means the study of the scripture, self-study, monitoring yourself. Tapa, swadhyay, and iswar pranidhanat, and love for the God and surrendering to God. These three together is called Kriya Yoga. Means yoga you are working to attain. So you are acting to get to yoga. That's why it's called Kriya Yoga. Why you want to do this? You want to do this for two reasons. Samadhi Bhavanartha. You want to get to the Samadhi, peaceful, blissful. Everyone wants that. You want money to be peaceful, blissful. You don't want, nobody wants money to be disturbed and unhappy. So samadhi. So you want to go to samadhi? Why? That is a samadhi bhavanartha. To attain to samadhi, and klesh as klesh tanu karunarthascha, and to delete all the kleshas which could cause karma and binds you in the world, to thin them out and to destroy that. You want to get a peaceful, blissful status, that is samadhi. Samadhi bhavanartha, klesha tanu means to thin out these obstacles that come. Klesha tanu karanarthascha means you want to delete that, so that fewer the kleshas, fewer the karmas, and you are you're going to attain to samadhi. So samadhi bhavanartha klesa tanu karunarthascha. That's why you want to do kriya yoga. So what are the klesas? These klesas are the trouble. That is the trouble. And that arises from avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesh, panchaklesa. We are in a mess or up and down. Sometimes we are successful, says, no, no, I'm not in a mess. Okay, wait till you get a disaster. So, but we all will get that. So, these klesas, they are they're because of avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesh. So, out of these, first one is the major one, avidya. Avidya means wrong knowledge, not lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is ignorance. Avidya means wrong knowledge. Avidya. And then it is supported by asmita, means ego. Your ego says, no, I'm right. What do you know? So then raga, dvesha, and abhinivesha. These are panch klesas, and these klesas are the cause of karmas. If there are no klesas, there are no karmas. No. So avidya means wrong knowledge. So now he defines what is avidya. So it's this avidya is Mahasi defines as anitya, means which is anitya, asuchi, dukhi, anatman. These four things. These four things, to take them asuchi, you take it suchi, means one which is not pious, you think it is pious. Asuchi, suchi. Then anitya, means which is temporary, you take it permanent. Anitya, you misunderstand for nitya. This body is fragile, is going to go, is not forever. That you take it as if you are going to be forever and get attached. Anitya, you take it as nitya. Anatman, body is anatman. Atma is atman. So to take body, mind, intellect as atman is avidya. So taking atman as anatman, asuchi as suchi, dukhi as sukhi. This world is full of miseries. We know, we go through it, we get bruised 1,000 times, and God Himself says, Dukkhalayam vasasvatam. Lord Krishna says, Dukkhalayam, it is the abode of dukkhas, Dukkhalayam asasvatam, temporary. Temporary is how temporary? Tomorrow you don't know, that much temporary. At any age, don't think the old man can die. Young man can die, and plane can crash, and disease can show up. Go to this children's hospital, and you will see all those things. The truth, you know. So taking Anitya is Nitya, Asuchi is Suchi, Dukhi is Sukhi. This world is full of miseries. Still, we are determined. No, no, no. Dr. Chokshi, maybe so for you. For me, it is a good time. Let me enjoy. So he is established in that knowledge. God says that. Oh, who cares? God says that. He himself, his ego doesn't agree. So he says no. It is full of happiness. So Suchi, Dukkha, and Anatman that it is lifeless. Body is lifeless. Atman is life. Atman is goes. Your body is to be discarded. So that to take body, mind, intellect as Atman is another avidya. So these four wrong knowledge, that is avidya, that is the cause of all the trouble. Avidya and Asmita. No, 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 no. I know. I see thousands of people enjoying, going crazy. Look at these American having nice time, and look, open the Facebook. Everybody is making the nice pictures and everything. But this is all avidya. Avidya is exaggerated by these kind of devices, you know. And the guy is putting beautiful pictures on Facebook, and then the next week gets divorced, you know. So those kind of instances are there also. So your asmita, your ego does not let you grasp this. So then rag and dvesa, there we know, so I did not include. Raga means you want pleasant experiences to be repeated. I want these pleasant experiences all the time. That's it. That is called raga, desire to repeat the pleasant experiences. And dvesha means desire not to have disturbing experiences. That's dvesha. Raga, dvesha, these are called dvandas. And these dvandas are the cause of problem. So if you don't have dvandas, you are a yogi. So this the raga, dvesh. And fifth one is abhinivesh. Abhinivesh means love for the body, love for the life. Everyone has. Even when is 78 years, 82 years, 89 years, disabled, not able to walk, but he doesn't want to die. That is called abhinivesh, means love for the life. And that is inherent in all of us. So that next sutra, Asmita Abhinivesh, Swarasvahi, Swarasvahi Vidushoapi. Swarasvahi means inherently it has its liking for the body. It is like a maple tree is full of sweetness. So it is inherently there. It is like a magnet has magnetic power on its own to attract the other iron pieces to it. Similarly, body has the swarasa vahini, the of its own, it has a liking for the body. No? Swasarasvahi vidushopi means even to the most intelligent man. Swami Chinmayananda also comes in this category, and every Swami and every great master develops last thing that goes away is the love for the body. So as a viduso means very intelligent, very learned. Viduso api tatha rudo abhinivesha, and it is so established, and that is called abhinivesha, love for life. So that is another cause. These are five kleshas or obstacles, and that will go when you have the tremendous understanding and established in the Atman. Then you know that this body is going to drop out. Then you are ready, prepared, and that abhinivesh fades away. So the real yogi is ready. He has already done his duties, his whatever he wanted to do in life, and is not afraid of death. So that is afraid of death. That is abhinivesh. That's abhinivesh. So abhinivesh. So these kleshas are extremely important. These kleshas produce karmas, rag and dvesa. So it makes me run that to get the things which will cause good experiences and to avoid which bad experiences. So if I don't have that, I don't have to run. So the next one, next sutra is sati mule tad vipako jati ayu bhoga. These kleshas are the seeds or the roots. Sati mule, established roots or seeds. Tad vipako, that their fruits. Tad vipako, what are the fruits of that? Jati means what species you will be born. Jati, ayu, how long you will live. Jati, ayu, and bhoga, what kind of life you will have. Depending upon your karmas, which are born out of kleshas, they are the roots and the seeds which determine what kind of next birth, with what kind of longevity and what kind of suffering or bhogas you will be born is determined. Got it? So, sati mule tad vipako jati ayu bhoga. Then now it says, these kleshas, they produce two types of experience. They lada paritapa means pleasant experiences, paritapa means painful experiences. Phala, these fruits, pleasant and painful experiences, they are because of your punya apunya karma. Whether you've done good deeds or bad deeds, that will determine your jati, ayu, and bhoga. So whatever you do, you will get the benefit. You do lousy things, you will get lousy rewards. You do good things, you will get good rewards. No doubt. This is the doctrine of karma. Every scripture has that doctrine of karma. So you will reap, so you see, so whatever you sow, says the Jesus. So it is without any, and it makes a common sense also. Nobody has there is no reason to feel sorry or happy about anything. It is the result of prior karmas that are coming to you. ते लदा परिताप फला पुण्य अपुण्य हेतुत्वात्, because of punya karma or pap karma, meritorious work or evil work. It will determine what is going to happen to you, or what is happening to you is the result of your prior karmas. Now he says very, very good thing that, okay, don't be so sad. Heyam dukkham anagatam. The heyam means it can be deleted or destroyed. Heyam dukkham means painful experiences. Anagatam, what has not visited you, those miseries can be avoided. So, so scripture says that 6 months later I'm going to get a stroke. That can be avoided if you are ready to do punya karmas as much as fast as possible. So that's why they say you are the maker of your destiny. That is what the reason is. So that if somebody decides that, okay, from today I decide that I won't do anything bad by my action, by my ideology, or by nothing, I will do only meritorious work. I will help people. I will help the creation. And see, in 6 months, your future will change. Your Christmas will be much better if you start doing it from today and keep a record of all the deeds. And if all those deeds are good, your Christmas will be with full of joy. That's what it says. And dukkhas can be deleted. If I was going to get a very serious accident and broken leg, instead of that, I will just get a little sprain and get away. Why? Because I've decided to modify my life in a very favorable way by following the scriptures, following these laws of karmas or divine rules, and then you will be the beneficiary of those laws. These are called universal laws. Nobody can change it. And they are same whether you are born in Germany or in Middle East or Far East, same thing. So that is heyam dukkham anagatam. Whatever has not come can be removed if you are prepared to change. If you are not prepared to change, so be. Then krutarth prati nastam anastam ta sadharanatvat. The means the effect of these maya or prakriti will not bother you if you are krutarth, means you are already done and you have followed, krutartha pratinastam. For a man who has followed and has achieved the goal, means krutarth, prati nastam. For him, the Maya is as if it is gone, it is nast. It will not distract him, it will not entice him, it will not drag him in wrongdoing. Krutarth api nastam, akrut, anastam tat sadharanatvat. For an ordinary man, that Maya is still very powerful. He will say, "What are you talking, Dr. Chokshi? Nonsense. Money is everything." Because he has not done ABCD, so he's established in that. So for him, the Maya is going to really mess him up as much as possible because he's understanding, his consciousness has not grasped this. No, so krutartha prati nastam ak anastam tata sadharanatvat. So that's why you want to understand this so that the effect of Maya goes away from you. Now, really, the Patanjali ji gives this Astanga Yoga, step by step. That you have to follow this. You cannot bypass this. So Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, Astang Yoga Ni. These are the 8 steps of yoga. Then what is that? Yam. First is yam. Yam has 5 components. Ahimsa, Satyam, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. These 5 are the components of yama. Yama means how to deal with the world, how I will react with the world. Yama. Niyama is for myself. Niyama that is a socha, santosh, tapa. Socha, santosh, tapa, swadhyaya, Ishwar, pranidhanani. If I'm satisfied or not, it is up to me. Socham, purity, internal purity is pertaining to me. Socha, santosh, tapa, Swadhyay, studying the scriptures, knowing the scriptures, and Iswar Pranidhana. These are your internal self under your control. And the first 5 you have to do use to deal with the world. Yam, Niyam, Asan, means Yama, that Ahimsa, Satyam, Ahimsa, everywhere Ahimsa. I go and slap somebody, he will slap me back. You cannot inflict hinsa on anybody and expect anything good. Hinsa, Satyam, Asteya, steal somebody's pocketbook and see what happens to you. So this is to for us to know how to deal in the world. The next 5, how to deal personally in your prayer room. And these laws are Jati, Desha, Kal, Samayan, Anavichana. They are beyond species. Jati means what species or what race we belong to. Jati, Desha, place. Kala means time. Kala, Anavichana means they are not going to be altered. These are hard rules applicable everywhere. Jati, Desha, Kal, Samayan. It has nothing to do with the circumstances. Jati, Desha, Kal, Samayan, Anavichana. Sarvabhoma, Mahavrata. Sarvabhoma means universal. Mahavrata means great vows. You mess up these 10, you will be you will be behind the bars. No? so so these are universal laws. So but there still that situation comes where as you get disturbed. So what do you do? Circumstances, situations, people will be unfavorable to for you to follow these yogic steps. So Mercy Ji says, Vitarka badane pratipaksha bhavana. If the wrong thought comes, wrong situation comes, that time you think of opposite emotion. Vitarka badane pratipaksha bhavna. If somebody comes with a lot of anger and ready to fight with you, you know that okay, he's angry, and you calm down and you use a gentle word towards him. Means pratipaksha means opposite. Opposite of anger is kindness. Pratipaksha bhavana. So, if somebody is and something is enticing you to steal or go after it, means that is a greed. Then you pratipaksa bhavana, that no, I don't care, I don't want it. That is a vairagya bhavana. So opposite emotion you bring, you will be out of the disturbances. So vitarka badane pratipaksa bhavana. But then it describes Sochat, Swang, Jugupsa, Parera, Sansargam. We have done all these in great detail. So as I will go a little faster. Then the 42nd sutra says, Santoshad Anuttam Sukhalabha. With a santosh means contentment. Santoshad Anuttam means the highest. Sukha Labha. You want the best kind of happiness? Have contentment. Santosad, by santosh, anuttam, highest, anuttam, sukha, labha, means contentment. Contentment and happiness, they are different. Happiness is conditional. If my daughter gets married, I will be very happy. And if she has two children, I will be more happy. These are all conditionals. No? While contentment is, I am happy as it is where I am with my bank balance, with my appearance, my knowledge, my diploma. I am happy today as it is. No modification necessary. That is contentment. Everybody, anybody can do it. A sweeper can do it. A millionaire can do it. If he doesn't do it, a millionaire also will be running here and there. So santosad anuttam sukha labha. That's why. So contentment. That is a and that difference is very important. As it is, I'm happy. No, I'm not going to put a condition that tomorrow, if I become such and such, or I get one more diploma, I will be happy. Or one more company I get, I will be happy. No. As it is, where I am, I'm making $1,000. I'm happy as it is. I decided I'm happy. That is your self decision. So then samadhi siddhi riswar pranidhanat. So now again he says that samadhi siddhi means to attain to samadhi, that siddhi ishwar pranidhanat, with surrendering to God, this path will be very easy. So two places he names Ishwar and whole Patanjali YogSutra. Ishwar pranidhanatva, and surrender, and this again the path to samadhi or siddhi. We say the siddhi you want to attain is a samadhi by surrendering to God. And God also himself, he says that, he tells in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, after showing him the Virat Swarup, showing everything that Arjuna, that is what I am. No, everything is worth. And then at the end, on the 45th verse, the Lord says, do this thing. Mat karma krun mat parmo, mad bhakta sangavarjita, nirvera sarva bhuteshu, yasa mameti pandava. Mat karma krun, mat karma, do work for me, be my employee. Mat karma krun means you do it. Mat karma krun mat parmo, thinking me to be the highest, mat parmo. Mad bhakta, be my devotee. Mad bhakta, sangha varjita, without any attachment in the world or anything. Sangha varjita. Nirveraha, without any animosity to it. Nirvera, sarva bhuteshu. Yo, sir, mom, iti pandava. That comes to me definitely. Five things he said in one sutra, one verse, Bhagavad Gita. Same thing Maharishi Patanjali says here. So this verse is very important. Ratlo, 1145, 11th chapter. Mat karma kunmat parmo mad bhakta. It is like worth doing a mala. Like Ashok ji was telling that if I like some verse, I do 108 times. I said, then it becomes yours to keep. So that is that kind of verse. Then now he teaches other things we only did yam, niyam, asan. Asan means not a yogic asan. There are thousands of them. But asana means a posture in which you are stable and comfortable. That is called as asana. Means a position in which the body is comfortable and steady, and you lose the body consciousness. That is sukhasana. That is the asana Mercy is talking about. And that can only be attained if you are free of toxins and free of stress. And both these things we put it from the environment. All the food we eat, all the other sensory input we borrow and we bring it. We have music or movies. You watch dreadful movies, you will be disturbed, no, like that. So no disturbances means no toxins, no stress. That body can be stable and steady. And if the body becomes stable and steady in one position, mind has no other option but to become steady. Because mind always needs cooperation of body to function. You sit down for 3 hours without doing anything in a comfortable position and refuse to do anything else, your mind will quiet down that this guy is on strike. I can't do anything. So the body becomes still, mind becomes still. Still mind, still body, no toxins and no stress. And that is the asana. We have done that in great details. Then you meditate on what? You meditate on Ananta. Pratna Saithilya Anantas Ananta means meditate on something which is very vast, like big ocean, big rivers, big mountains, something big, which is steady. Meditate on that, your mind will become steady. And when that happens, what happens? Tato dvanda anabhighat. Then, in that kind of body, that kind of mind, meditating on ananta, means vast thing, such a yogi or such a person becomes immune to dvandas, means to him, the heat, cold, rain, shower, these dvandas will not affect. Tato dvanda anabhighat means pairs of opposite will not assault such a yogi. Then he talks about pranayam. Pranayam is one of the easiest thing to control the mind. Prana, there are five kinds of pranas, but only prana that we can alter is breathing. So it is swasayam really, controlling your breathing. But we customarily call pranayam. Otherwise, circulation we cannot control, digestion we cannot control, neurological function we cannot control. We can't say that, okay, let's stop digesting my food. No, we can't. Only thing we can alter is breathing. To breathe fast, slow, retain. That's why pranayam will is connected with mind. So you control your breathing, it helps you control your mind. And what will happen in the pranayam? Tatakshiyete prakashavaranam. When you do the pranayam, means deep breaths, You are using the full capacity of lungs, full oxygenation. Your breathing is slow. You are meditating on this and meditating on divine. Then tatakshiyate prakasavaranam means all the layers or disturbances or curtains are deleted with the pranayama. Then then comes dharana, dhyana, samadhi. That is dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So, so we have done that also. So these are three internal processes. These five were external. Now you are going inside. Dharana means focus on one thought, one object, one idea, one person, whatever you take, but one. So dharana needs your effort. Dhyan means continuously thinking about that idea is dhyan. And that will take you to samadhi. Means the you will get whatever you are meditating on. So that is a samadhi. And these dharana, dhyan, samadhi, these together is called sanyama. And when you put these things together, you can do anything what you want, achieve anything with dharana, dhyana, samadhi, and the five external steps. So that takes you to various kinds of vibhutis, means powers. You get various kinds of vibhutis. So that goes into the third chapter, vibhuti yoga. And but you don't want to get distracted in supernatural power that you get because of your effort done in the right way. You just you you want to know about it and move forward because your ultimate goal is kevalya or samadhi. Because of the time, I mean to move fast. So then kevalya means nothing else but atman. So kevalya, only one thing, kevalya. So that the final thing you want to get is Kevalya. And Kevalya is when you have done all these various steps, your discriminating power is so powerful. So, with discriminating power, Tadahi Vivek Nimna, this verse is important. When your consciousness is full of this discriminating power, Nimna Kevalya Prag Bhar Chittam means your mind will gravitate towards Kevalya. When the discriminating power is so well developed that you will gravitate towards Kevalya. And And what is Kevalya? It is defined at two places. The Kevalya is defined as Sattva Purushoyo. At the end of the third chapter comes Sattva Purushoyo Siddhi Samya Kevalya. Sattva means mind and intellect. Sattva Purusha means Atman. When the purity of your mind and Atman is identical, it is Kevalya. Sattva Purusayo Suddhi Samye means purity. Atman is 24 karat gold, mind is not. But when you have worked on the mind by yogic process that is taught here, then it also becomes pure because of your austerity. And when it attains the same purity as an Atman, that is Kevalya. Sattva Purusayo Siddhi Samye Kevalya. And again, this Kevalya means only Atman is defined as Purusarth Sunyanam means the purpose of Atman is done. Purusharth. Puru means that is Atman. The one which stays in the body is Atman. Purusharth Sunyanam means his all activities are accomplished. Purusarth Sunyanam Gunanam Pratipasava means gunas of Prakriti are receding back. Pratiprasava means going away from you. When the goal of Atman is attained, means Purusarth Sunyanam, means Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. All four things are attained. Purusarth Sunyanam, Gunanam Pratiprasava, means gunas of Prakriti will recede from you because it has no purpose on harassing you. You are already a purified soul. So, Purusarth Sunyanam Gunanam Pratiprasava Kevalya or Swarup Pratishtha Va or establish into your Atman, that is Kevalya Chitti Sakteriti. That kind of mind is has attained the Kevalya, means all other things are deleted, understood, and subdued. So, these are important 60 sutras from 195. Otherwise, there are 195. If we master these 60, which I have already done about, I'm 80%, I feel comfortable with them. If I continue to do it in another 2 weeks, I will be 100% comfortable with this. And I've decided to keep these 60 or 60 all absorbed within me. So you do it, that becomes yours. So if you have any question, you can ask. We have gone there in great details on every word, so we cannot repeat that again.
Listening, there's a situation comes where you say that you should keep cool, keep calm if somebody is insulting you or somebody is really backfiring. Now you're in a situation, let's say you are giving presentation to 100 people, or you are giving a big speech, or you're giving a class, and somebody keeps insulting you, giving you bad words. So you could calm down and you could say, okay, I still not going to lose my temper. But isn't there a thought, if you keep quiet and don't respond, then people will think that you're not defending yourself, so you're not strong. So are you strong by saying something bad, or you just keep quiet in those situations?
No, I mean, the person is reacting that way because of his ego. He has a very powerful ego. He wants to insult you. So his ego is in action. So you try to explain you
Right.
in a gentle way, the true way, expose the truth, and still if he's adamant on that, just leave it to his fate, because you cannot alter that. It's not that you gave up. You explain to him his intellect, his consciousness will not grasp it. It's like he's a Duryodhana. You cannot, even Lord Krishna could not explain him. He tried to explain as much as possible. But after that, you just give it up. Was Krishna weak? No. He says, okay, this guy is loaded with ego and evil tendencies, and the one characteristic of such a egoistic person is they want to be winner every time.
Mm.
So
Right.
if you don't answer, they say, okay, see, I gave back to Dr. Chokshi and he just walked away. And then they are happy. They are not going to trace you, but he is happy that you walked away. That's
Right.
so that is he's established in that. His asmita, his ego is so bad. You see the world, so that you see these missiles going here and there. What is that missiles going for? They are not going for business transaction. No, they are killing people. But why?
Mm.
Because somebody's ego, if it may be a society's ego, a national ego, or individual's ego, and everybody wants to justify that, okay, no, I'm right. Other will say I'm right, and then they collide and see the it is a practical
Mhm.
demonstration of lack of spirituality in the world. You suck out spirituality from human beings, you will only have missiles.
Right.
Remember, you suck out spirituality, nothing good will happen. You don't feel for others, you don't care about others, you are only concerned about yourself. It will take you in the ocean.
Right.
No matter how powerful you are. All empires thought that they are very powerful. All empires thought that, just go back in the history. You want to see
Mhm.
the ego, then see the example of Ravana, see the example of a Kansa. That's what they say. If you want to see what happens to ego, just see so there's example. But don't go that far. Last 500 years or 1,000 years, you will see all these things.
Yeah.
And they are all not because of any genuine reason. It is all because of ego.
I
My
think
Yeah.
race should be fine. Hitler said, Aryan must be fine, and they all are only worthy of surviving. Now Americans say we are only worthy of.
Mhm.
Then Jews says that we are only worthy of surviving, and they should be killed. Who says that? No, who says that? No, means
Right.
they are zero spiritually zero, and more zero you are spiritually, more damage you will inflict. See, already in 10 weeks we spent billions of dollars that could have solved
Mhm.
all the problems in this country. No, and
Yeah.
what did we get? More headaches and more killing and more bad name, and everything bad happened on both
Yeah.
sides. So this is where the spiritual human being without spirituality is the most dangerous two-legged animal. Write down. Most dangerous two-legged
Yeah.
animal. You are nothing. You are a dirt, man. That is the truth.
There's no spirituality. I don't want to say trouble, but
Zero, and we as this our democracy is the best system, but it picks up these lousy things from the society. Are
yeah.
there the best people in the society? This America is millions, millions of great name and great people. Are they in the power? Because the system is,
Mhm.
but still it is the base. This, okay.
Yeah.
there's a
Thank.
book called Four Agreements by Miguel Ruiz, Ruiz. I don't know if anybody has read or not. And in the Four Agreements, the second agreement is don't take things personally. He says, whenever anybody
Mhm.
speaks against you, something is bothering him and he wants to throw this dirt on you. And if you absorb that dirt, you become agitated. So
Yes.
whatever he's saying, it reflects on him. It is him. It doesn't mean that's what you are. So it's a
His
very
job
good
is to
book,
throw
actually.
it,
Small
throw
book,
it
very
at
nice.
you to accept it
Yeah.
or not. It is yours.
Right, right.
You
Even though
don't
it's in
accept.
front of like 100 people, that is still the same principle.
Same
Well, I
principle.
think
Same.
people who are smart will are seeing it and they know what the person is doing.
Yeah, in 1 second. In all meetings, there will be one or two lemons like that who will ask very lousy things or start fighting, especially in spiritual field. Even in spiritual field, no, you should see arguments they do. And no, what do you know? If this Veda says this and this, and they start fighting. I said, my friend, you don't understand. No? The
Yeah.
real, genuinely spiritual man will never see the differences. No, he says everything is fine. Jesus is fine. Krishna is fine. Everything is fine. That is spirituality. Oh,
Any
my
other
my
question?
Jesus, my God is the only God. And then you take out the sword and show the arguments and scriptures, and I never get into that trap. You say, okay, no,
Mm.
you great. Go on your way.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any other question for Dr. Chokshi, please?
Well,
Yes,
that's a
Golden.
Not a
Because
question, but since Premji was saying, this is how I would understand from whatever I've learned and heard from Dr. Chokshi. I'm repeating that if situation, when the situation, such a situation arises, that is before that you've already done you followed all the five yam and niyam. In that process, you've already reached a point. If you've already done all of that, somehow makes me feel that by that time you have kind of achieved that level where these things might not bother you because
It won't bother you. You're
that's
very right.
some part of yogic steps which they are this comes
Yes.
after that, after the 10.
That is the foundation. These are the 10 commandments of Sanatan Dharma, like 10 commandments of Jesus. These are 10 commandments. You follow these, and if those 10 things you follow, nothing will bother you. Then you take asana, and then you do more study of the scriptures, and then you are on your own. Then nobody will bother you. Nobody will, because there is nothing to get anything from you.
right.
So that you will be peaceful and blissful.
Thank you.
Actually,
Any
this
other
is
question?
such an interesting space. So I just want to um, think with you, not a question. Uh, so we all try, I mean, practicing, but we are not perfect. So intellectually, I would understand, and Prem, you would understand that I am who I am, etc. And but when there is a situation, whether it is a group of 100 people or even one person, when they speak, and that interaction is on the level of ego generally. It is not that you are always like a spiritual Lord Krishna smiling. You you will respond to the immediate thing. So perhaps we need more intense practice, and we have to
Mhm.
accept whatever. I mean, if I'm feeling bad and if I deny that I am hurt, probably that is also not going to be healthy in the long run. I'm just thinking loudly. Even Lord Krishna,
Yeah.
Shishupal, after 99 mistakes, he took care of he took care of him in a different way. So you
Yes.
cannot let people always just sort of take advantage of your being nice. I'm just thinking, and this
Right.
No,
I
so
just
very
want to I just want to add to this one thing.
yeah.
You cannot change people. You have
Mhm.
to accept it, change yourself, acceptance there, what they are, accept them. You know, let them do what they're doing. You do whatever is good. As
yes,
humanity, you can help out and just ignore it. Let them
yeah,
do whatever they want to do. You
that's
cannot
what
change them.
it
Nobody can
says.
change anybody's character, what they have, and let them
Yes.
make their own karma.
Yes,
You don't do
so
it.
you ignore them.
Yes,
Such a man with so
totally
much
ignore
of
them.
ego, it has to die down. His ego has to die down itself.
The
So
ego
so that
cannot
is
be
you leave him.
removed from
You
any
are not
person.
master of the universe.
Yeah.
Master of the universe is only one. You take care of yourself. That's it.
Yeah.
And more you work on yourself, less it
Yes.
will bother. No. So
It won't
you
bother you. It won't bother you.
or a time will come where you will have no
Yeah.
connection. In a real sense, you will have no connection.
So Prem,
You are
yeah.
interacting only because you are children of God. That's why yogis they participate and take care of the people. Otherwise, as an individual, they have no respect or love for that. They know that these are defective group of people, but they are children of God, and I
Yeah.
love God, and they are my brothers and sisters. In that relation, you take care of them.
So just Premji, in the lighter vein, I recollect this couplet where he
Mhm.
says, "Kshama badan ko chahiye, chotan
Yeah.
ko utpaat." So
Yeah.
we
Right.
can sort of boost our ego by saying, "Oh, I'm big, so let me forgive
Yeah.
them." I mean, just
Let
in a
them be
lighter vein,
big,
yeah. But
Let them be big.
yeah,
You're small, it's okay. We are happy and small.
If a person talks for 5 minutes, you will know how much ego he has. So if
Yeah.
there is a very strong ego, you say, okay, you are right. No, maybe I'm making mistake. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not aware about it. Finished. And means he becomes victorious and he's happy. If
I
you
think it's
argue with
easy to
me
say,
and
but
say,
it's
no,
very
Dr.
difficult
Choksi,
to
what do
do.
you know? This you are wrong there.
Right.
Yes, Ashokji, you are right. No,
so
that's
thank
it.
you. Thank you.
बात खत्म. Very, very, very pleasantly khatam.
Yeah.
Why do I have to argue with anybody?
Yeah.
It takes a long time before we reach that level, but
No, but you have to start
but yes,
somewhere,
Yeah.
exactly,
and
exactly.
and you will see that. What did I say? 6 months you try, you will see the difference in Christmas.
Mm.
Try.
Yeah. It does affect you, when
Yes,
you
no,
keep
no,
on.
it
Yeah.
it
Yes,
really
it does.
happens. So
I have, it happened
last
to
six
me.
years, I'm doing more and more of scriptures. I see the benefits and the difference.
Yeah, I
All
have
right, I
And
think
the,
it's getting late now. It's 9:47. Any other
it doesn't
question
matter, no?
quickly?
So time,
Thank
if
you.
you invest time, if you want something, invest time. If you are not ready to invest time, failure is certain. That is another sutra. If you are not ready to invest time, then your failure in that endeavor is certain. That's why I invest a lot of time. Okay, just no, that is very true. You want to become master cricketer, you invest time. No, you can't go for one time and say, I want to become master. No, you will not.
All right, I guess we're ready to end the session.
So that is
Now,
that word, sutra. Mrudu madhyam adi matratvat tato api vishesha. You make intense effort, you will know the intense reward. You make mild effort, you will get mild reward.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat
Naat
Purnamudachyate
Purnamudachyate
Namaste.
Purnasya
Purnasya
Namaste.
Purnamadaya
Purnamadayo
Purnameva
Purnameva
Vashishyate.
Vashishyate
Om
Om
Shanti
Shanti
Om
Shanti
Shanti
Shanti.